on. I've been working on my book this afternoon, and I have 30 pages done. Thanks to Google, I have 30 pages of my books done. I did not know that the Google speech to text was so good. It is amazing. It never gets a word wrong. It is just amazing. So I'm just talking into the phone, and the phone is typing up my book. So that is really cool. I did not know that Google functionality was that good. It is stunning. Divination, speaking of stunning, what is going on, Divination? I assume you got my package? I didn't look. Dee, I did not look to see if you got my package, but it said Saturday it was going to be delivered, so I assume so. So hopefully you got it, and hopefully everything is going well. How is your Monday, Dee? How are you doing this Monday? Is everything going good? Is everything all right? All right, let's see. Let's make the saturation a little bit better here, and the brightness a little bit better as well. Gracia, what is going on? Luthien, it has been a while. How are you doing? Axel, what is up? You got it. It's amazing. Awesome. Cool. Can you tell me what my Auntie Kath thinks of me? We fell out. Lady and Gracia without a J. Hello. What is going on? It's good to see you. Already used it for 3 readings. Well, that's awesome. Very cool. Wolf, what is going on? Saga, welcome. What is up? And yeah, Dee's here. We got a celebrity in channel. Dee, it's been a while, Dee. I have not seen you in a long time. A long time. I'm doing good. I got 30 pages written in my book. Okay, I mean, I'm going to admit now that I had no idea that Google's voice to text was literally 100% accurate. It has not gotten a single word wrong. I've just been dictating my book into Google Documents, and I got like 30 pages knocked out just this afternoon. So it is incredible, man. The amount of ease that you can just rattle on about this and that, and Google takes it all down for you, and then you just put it into some formal software that's going to wrap it in EPUB format and all that good stuff. Timarishka, welcome. Says hello from Canada. Welcome and hello from Texas. Yeah, there you go. Well, Luthien, we have missed having you as well. Lillian, what is going on? And Miss Tweets Tarot, how are you doing? Vortex, what's going on? All right, Vortex wants to know if the sister and brother-in-law will get back together. Let's check that out and see if they're gonna return to the state of goodness. Oh my, Axel's creating a tarot deck. Well, Axel, that is a big project. Huh? I'm telling you now, that is, be prepared to get burned out around card 60. Around card 60, you're going to be 100% burned out. Guarantee it. Annie, what is going on? Annie, I was just telling everybody that the Google speech to text is incredible. I tried the Apple version, and it was just pathetic. No offense to Apple, but it was pathetic. I've never seen anything that bad in my life. It was so bad. So I gave up, and I was been typing it. And then I was like, I'm going to try Google and see if because it's pretty good when I'm doing text messages. Google will just take it down. So I tried that out, and geez, it's so easy. It's just like making a video. You just talk, and it gets everything perfect. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, I probably could crank out many pages. And the good thing is it's on your phone, right? So you can literally do it while you're grocery shopping. You can write your book while you're hanging out. You can write your book on lunch hour. I mean, you can write your book anytime you want. You just talk into the phone. You have your phone with you. So I'm waiting for my Subway sandwich, and I'm like, I wrote like 10 pages while I'm sitting there waiting for my Subway sandwich to get ready, you know? It was crazy. Catherine, welcome. How is it going? Yeah, let's get you a rest of the month reading. There we go. I've been interested to buy a laptop to write my book. Lady, don't bother. Don't bother. Use Google Docs. Just use the Google voice to text. It's like 100%. And then format it on a site called Reedy, Reedy, or something like that. Anyway, it's a free site. It'll format your book for you. It'll organize the chapters, and it'll spit it out into PDF. So you just need your phone and a free website. You don't need software. Don't spend your money. All right. If they're going to get back together, Temperance says that they do have a chance of that. It's interesting. We have 3 majors in here already, and I mean, this is a pretty good thing here. Temperance, Strength, and the Moon. It basically says yes. Are they going to get back together in a good form? In other words, they get back together and do like a video game restore to where they're nice and in love again, and they're all passionate again, and we've returned back to where we were before. I don't think so. I'm telling you, I don't think so at all. I think that they're going to get back together, but in sort of a different format with some newly formed relationship. Not going to be anytime soon, though. I see delays in getting that action going. But the Two of Wands says that ultimately they sort of all are, you know, in that direction. I think you kind of feel it too. Redwood, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I think you feel it too, that something's happening, a little bit of stress, a little bit of attention going into this, and overall I think that they will get back together, but not in the format that they were in before, but in sort of this different type of format where it's going to be a little bit, you know, different than what you were used to. But again, you know, I mean, not going to be what it was long ago. It's not a video game restore to where they're just going to be back in love and everything else. Redwood wants me to thoth them. There you go. All right, Catherine, let's check out the rest of the month reading. And in the meantime, let's see, was it Reedy? Reedy, is it Write Your Book Online or something like that? No, where's Google? Oh, man. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is the Read Z. There it is, there it is. All right, so here's the site that I'm using. Here's the site that I'm using. It's called Read Z, and you write a book online, and it's free. You don't need software. It'll export an EPUB PDF. It'll export printable PDF. It's ready to go, right? CM, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's get the rest of the month reading out by using one of our new favorites, by the way. The deck that's on the bottom of this, okay, the Hermetic Tarot is going to be there. Tamariska, reading for my profession. All right, let's check that out maybe if we got some time here. If we got some time. Angel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Angel wants to know about new opportunities. Let's check that out. But yeah, you just need that Readsy, and you need and Google. Just let Google write it for you and paste it into that website. And then you're done. You don't need anything else. Axel, what is going on? Thank you for your donation, Axel. Let me know what your question is. Raina, what is up? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. All right, so let's see for Catherine. What are we doing for the rest of the month? Let's see. Reading title KH, rest of the month. Rest of the month. Ajax Shimsey, what is going on? It's good to see you. How is it going? So the rest of the month, the Lovers, 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords reversed. And that's kind of interesting, right? 7 of Cups says that we have some unique options that are going to be available to us for the rest of the month. A couple of options that may be unique and different than sort of what we're used to. That's going to be okay, because I think that you need options at this point. I think that you're running into some dead ends. We're running into some roadblocks across what we're trying to get done. And part of that is going to be resolved within the framework of sort of the 7 of Cups here with more options, right? The 7 of Cups does talk about the fact that we have more things coming, we have some things to choose from, and we're getting sort of out of the stagnation that we may have been in before. And the stagnation is kind of pointed out with the Nine of Swords. Just this sort of this negative flow, negative things that have been sort of in your life lately. I think those things are going to be easing up a little bit. Again, the Seven of Cups, it's not easing up by itself. It's not a freebie, but it is something where you're going to be offered more choices and more things. And that's going to be good because now we can use that to our advantage to get sort of out of this Nine of Swords headache, nightmares, sort of a negative connotation that we sort of have within all of this as well. So I think the rest of the month is going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be a little bit simpler. We have more choices. Those choices are going to be better for us in the long run. And I think that the options that you have coming out are going to be beneficial enough that it sort of gets you out of the rut that you have kind of been in from that, right? And we see that with the Five of Swords reversed. The Five of Swords is the Lord of Defeat, obviously. And it's a really interesting card in that it does tie you down. The swords are literally in the ground. They're sort of tying you down in some respects. In many decks, you'll see this, right? Philippe, welcome. What is going on? So that restriction almost that we have from that five is being lifted. I think that is going to be a little better for you. And again, things are just going to get a little better. Obviously not overnight. It's going to be an incremental cycle. But as we move into August, I think things are going to start looking up in a couple of different directions, mainly because, again, the additional options that we have and all of the stuff that's coming about for the rest of the month. So yeah, it is looking better, and I think that it's going to go pretty good. Pretty good. I think it's going to go pretty good for the rest of your month. Thanks again for hanging out, Catherine. As always, I appreciate you. Sunshiny day, what is going on? Did y'all take account of how many decks will be printed? Yes. I've sold 120 decks and I'm printing 160. So that is 40 decks. And once they're gone, I probably won't print anymore. So it's going to be 40 decks and then it's going to be out of stock. All right. So it'll be on Etsy in September. Okay. Anything exciting coming at the end of July? Redwood. Let's check it out. End of July and see about that. Yeah, we're sort of rounding that corner to where we're at mid-month, and we just don't know what to expect at this point. Corona is still hot and going. Every time I ask Google what the news is, Google only says Corona. It's literally nothing but Corona for 6 months. So, hopefully that eases up soon because it's getting kind of repetitive, I gotta say. Is there really nothing else going on? Is there really nothing else going on in the world? I don't know. Okay. Let's do that. Should we do reversals or not? I mean, I don't know. I think so. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's bad. Well, that's bad too. Well, that's a little better, and that's a little better. Well, let's see. You asked for Thoth. You get the Thoth, right? So let's go with this. So, you do have some interference, literally interference from some things in your life, some activities that you are engaged in. It's almost like that you have some restriction cards, or you have some restriction getting into things that you want to do. I do think that you have a variety of interests and stuff that you're planning to do, maybe vacations, maybe trips, things like this. But again, there is interference. There is a bit of things holding you back from that as well. And that also sort of goes with jobs and career. So I'm just saying, I think we're looking at jobs and career too. We've got a couple of cards that sort of indicate jobs, maybe not getting paid what you want, maybe not getting the salary that you want, maybe having some issues even finding something if all of that. So it would be arrested. What? Moved in oldest girl told brother-in-law not to come to Texas would be, oh, wow. Yeah. Catherine, that's terrible. Okay, but here's the part that's sort of with the job and with the career top feel here. The Magician reversed indicates that you don't have the skills, you don't have the ability that you need to do some of the things that you're trying to do. Again, that could be job related. I sort of think it is, especially Sunshiny Day. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Especially when we're looking at the Hierophant, really points to an institution or something that has to go very seriously, right? Either a job, a career, it could be the workplace or something like this. But we're looking sort of at this scenario, especially with money. Again, it's almost like that you need to get more skills, you need to get more practice, you need to get more abilities in order to do what you need to do in that arena. So if you get that, I think that's going to be beneficial. I would use a couple of weeks, right? We still got a couple of weeks. Maybe they use a couple of weeks to find out narrow down what exactly am I shooting for? What are my long-term goals? What am I trying to get done? And find out if we have the ability, we have the skills in order to get that sort of started. If we don't, how can we spend the rest of July progressing with that and not stagnating over that period of time, right? So there we go. You wanted the thought and you got the thought. And you got it. All right, CM August. Okay, it's going to be nothing but monthly forecast today. Let's see, Axel Jax, what did you have for your question? All right, CM. Let's see. August. Well, hopefully we get some friends, get out, and there's less hopefully there's less corona. CM, I would just invest in like a full body hazmat suit. I mean, I'm just saying, full body hazmat suit. Then we can get out and we can go to the meetups. And I mean, it could be stylish. I think a full body hazmat suit could be stylish at this point. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So in the Victoria's Secret, instead of doing the runway with the lingerie, they can do hazmat suits. Maybe we could have hazmat suit lingerie. What do you think? Get the hazmat suit with the oxygen tank and everything? You know what I'm saying? I think that would be fantastic. I think we need models on the runway in hazmat suits. I think that's the next big thing. I mean, if you adopt it and make $1 million from my idea, I want a little cut of the action. I want a little cut of the action if the hazmat suits on the model runway gets to be a thing. All right, so let's find out where we're going with August. Death says that you do have sort of a phase 2.0 coming here in August. I think that's going to be better. I mean, we're looking at meeting more people. We're looking at social connections, right? The Six of Cups, the social connection, and this is going to be one of the key factors here, is sort of coming up and going to be beneficial for you in August. I think you're really going to find more opportunities to get out and make friends. And well, happy birthday in advance, CM. Congratulations for coming up on that. So I think you're going to get out. You're going to find more interactions, more people that are interested. And I think more people are going to get out. That may be because that they did the hazmat suit model shooting, the model shoot to where you get the hazmat suits and you walk the runway and whatnot. Maybe that becomes a thing. I'm just saying, $1 million idea right there. Maybe that becomes a thing, but the Six of Cups does say your social interactions do get to be better. I think you have more opportunities and we have more sort of exciting things coming in that regard. The Nine of Coins as well says you're getting benefit from this. And this is going to be something where you can sort of dive in and have some more fun. I think, again, the opportunities are going to be more opened up. People are getting to where they want to go out, right? They don't want to be stuck in the house for the entire freaking summer. Doesn't matter, I mean, I'm sure that we can put on enough protection to where it's safe to go outside without panicking, So I think people are getting to where they're trying to get outside. They're trying to meet people. People, I mean, are like you, right? They're in a situation where they want to socialize and all of those things as well. CM, you're skipping ahead. Crystal, you're skipping ahead. You gotta hang with me, Crystal. Crystal's already at the end of the book. Okay, Crystal, when you get a book, do you go right to the last 20 pages and read them? I mean, I'm just asking. We gotta go through the book. Okay, but the Nine of Coins says there is that lucrative action that is coming in August. And again, I think you're going to have some good stuff there. Okay, now we get to the end of the book. Okay. Now, the Five of Coins says that it's just sort of a, hello, it's, what's going on here? Somebody wants to send me something. I don't want, okay. All right, but the Five of Coins, after all of this good stuff, I don't think it points to anything bad. I don't think it points to anything negative. I just think that it's sort of a roundabout where you're taking a break. You have a lot of activity, you have a lot of things, and now you're sort of just receding back a little bit, right? You really don't want to be out every night or every meetup. You want to sort of take a little bit of a break, maybe get back online, get back in the house, you know, pet the cats or dogs, and just be a bit more relaxed about it. So I think that there's an initiative that you go through and then you sort of withdraw back. So, you know, I mean, that's sort of like the introversion thing, right? If you're introverted, you reset by yourself. But if you're extroverted, when you're stressed, you need to reset, you go out. So, I mean, there's a definite difference there between that. Okay. So somebody wants to buy my cards. Which one? Like, which one did you want to buy? Okay, New Opportunities. Angel, let's check that out. You never finished the book. Well, you know, there you go. AMT. New Opportunities. Is it a thing? Is it a thing? Yolies, what is going on? How are you doing? Lady as well. What is going on? Witty screen name. It has been a minute. How are you doing, Witty? It has been a while. It has been a while. All right, let's launch right in. Let's launch right into the Playful Heart Tarot and find out what is going on. Witty, I had a couple of those last week. My God, they were long. Witty, I was working from 5 a.m. to like 6 p.m. It was brutal. It was brutal. All right. Raina, thank you so much. I appreciate your donation. Sunshiny Day. I didn't know you had more than one. Is that Dirk? Is that deck? I didn't know you had more than one deck. Indeed. Indeed. I have the Echoes of Nature deck. And in addition to the Echoes of Nature deck, I have the new tarot that I just made, the Waterfall Tarot. So if you like tarot, I got a tarot. If you like other stuff, I got other stuff. I got one of everything. I'm like a walking vendor over here. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I think I'm going to print 40 extra decks, and I think that's going to be. Then I'm going to take a little break. You know, take a little break. Maybe I'll put it back on social media, print it again if a lot of people want it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm not just closing it out like I did the Echoes of Nature. You'll never see the Echoes of Nature again. Okay, the Six of Wands, as far as new opportunities, sort of indicates that yes, you do have something coming. The Six of Wands is a fantastic card for anything resulting in, I want to know about a situation. I want to know about opportunities. I want to know about what's coming around the corner, right? That's going to be good. Six of Wands points to success, basically, or that feeling of something where we have some good success. Now, what is sort of coming? It is successful. We sort of know that, but what is successful? What context are we looking at here? I think we're actually looking at either a love relationship or a new friendship, some sort of a new connection that's sort of coming through as far as new opportunities. So I know you're thinking new opportunities may be job related, but we're sort of looking at right now, we're looking at more of a relationship type feel or something that could be love related as well. Mina's Bookshelf, what is going on? So the Ace of Cups reversed points to there's somebody that you know that you may have interacted with in the past. You may have had even a relationship with in the past. I think they're sort of coming back. I think you have some karmic feel or some karmic things that you have not worked out with certain people, and they're going to continue to come back until that's sort of worked out, or until that's sort of hammered out as far as the universe goes, right? The Ace of Cups says it's not a new beginning, but it is sort of a beginning. It's a beginning that has been there before. And you'll see this pattern. And I talk about this in my book I have a chapter on the aces. By the way, I dictated it into my phone. Don't laugh. I dictated it into my phone with Google. Google is the absolute literally the most amazing speech to text ever. So anyway, so it sort of comes back and returns within that realm. Now, the Emperor again points to the fact that this is something that is going to be new, possible relationship. The Emperor being that power, or someone of power, someone that's sort of like a manager figure. They have a pretty good job. And you see the Emperor next to the Three of Pentacles, pointing to sort of somebody that's in the workplace that has some sort of authority, right? Either a manager or a leader or something like that within a particular workplace. So I think that you end up meeting this person and you have a pretty good sort of startup with that. So I think that's where the new opportunities are coming from. In the love realm, don't really see anything work related. The Three of Pentacles as a far stretch could mean work. It could mean a new opportunity for a job, but in this context, it's so weird. I think it really matches better with the Emperor, and I think that's going to be where you're headed as far as the love thing goes. Anyway, all right, Axel, what was your question? Axel, what was your question? Because I think you asked it and it either scrolled off or what happened. Love 80s, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. All right, let's see. Axel says, Axel dropped the donation. Okay, what does my Auntie Kath think of me? We fell out. Oh, we fell out. So you're thinking about getting back in touch with the aunt there? Is that what's going on? All right, Axel, figure out what they think of you. I wonder if they're watching the stream. That would be funny. That would be kind of funny. I'm just saying that would be kind of funny. I mean, not that, Okay, well, let's see. We got family and stuff, family deck. We could use the old reliable when it comes to family decks and sort of flop down the Little Prince Tarot right here. I mean, I'm just saying the Little Prince Tarot is really going to be there. All right. Will the world ever come down? People get alone question. Will the world ever come down? Love 80s, is that your question? They still won't speak to me. They still won't speak to you. That's not good at all. Okay. Love 80s, did you post a different question? Love 80s, I'm not really sure what your question is. Let me know. Can you rephrase it maybe? So you're asking, will the world ever come down? I'm not really sure what that means. Will the world ever calm down? Oh, will the world ever calm down? Well, of course it will. If it stays hectic forever, that's kind of stressful. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yes, it'll calm down. You want to know when it'll calm down? I mean, I don't know. You want a future prediction of all of the stuff that's happening or what's going on? I won't talk about COVID because I will get banned off YouTube. Anything political, they will pop you off YouTube in a minute. They will pop you off YouTube in a minute. So I can't talk about COVID or anything political. So if you have any different questions, let me know. Okay. Did you mean clam down? I mean, that may be wolf. I mean, maybe a clam down. What does the Aunt Kathy think of me? The Four of Cups says she could do without you right now. I mean, the Four of Cups is a defensive card. Talk about that in my book. It's a defensive card. It's not a good card. They're being a bit defensive. They almost don't want to deal with some of the issues. They don't want to talk about it. And will the world ever get alone again? Okay, love 80s. Sure, I'll throw it down. Yeah, the Four of Cups is a bit defensive. So they're still in a defensive posture, right? Obviously they are because they're not talking to you. But, I mean, that sort of indicates that as well. Now, the Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and Six of Cups, I don't think it'll last forever. I mean, I don't think it'll last forever. I think the Eight of Wands says they eventually move past it, right? We have a movement card. I think that they move past it. I think that it's something that's sort of stuck with right now, but there is that. There is that. So the Eight of Wands says we eventually do. Now, the Six of Pentacles is all about giving. It's a giving card. It sort of throws down and says, hey, you know, let's share some stuff. Let's get back to normal. Let's get back into a normal state of being, right? And the normal state of being with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, again, points to normality. It points to a bit, not really stable, but points to more of a successful thing where we've moved past that Five, where we have conflict, where we have all this stuff going and stuff like that. But anyway, the Six is a more of a getting back onto the regular scheduled programming. And the Six of Cups as well talks about the interaction between parent, child, or authority and child, right? The Six of Cups is a very children friendly card, and the giving card before it sort of talks about giving back to children, or sort of, you know, getting back in touch with you. So I think that it does blow over. You're just going to have to wait out the storm. Wait out the storm, Axel. You're gonna have to wait it out and hope for the best. What in the world is that? I don't know what my cat's doing. Okay, my cat is literally must have found some catnip somewhere. Okay, sunshiny day. Will I get apartment number one or okay? We got an apartment. We literally have apartment throwdown. Sunshine. Apartment throwdown. All right, for this throwdown, I think that we are going to use the Thoth. I think we're going to use the Thoth. We have on this side of the throwdown, we have apartment number one. And on the right side, we also have, well, no, we have apartment number two. We're going to see how that is working out. Will Anthony and I be hanging out by Redwood? Thank you again for your donation. Appreciate that. Mary M says, hi, beautiful people. Well, hello, beautiful Mary M. Hello, beautiful Mary M. How are you doing tonight? So good for you to join us. All right, Love 80s wants to know, will the world calm down? Question is, will the world get along? Well, no. The world is built on conflict. You know, that's what happens. Even when there's calm, you get more conflict. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll throw it down. We'll throw it down and see what happens. Apartment number two is over here beneath the chat where you can't see it. How nice. Apartment number one is over here off frame where you can't see it. Isn't that nice? All right. So here we have a delineation here. Okay. We'll go apartment two over here and apartment one over here. Apartment one, I mean, just isn't looking good. It's almost like you need to clear your throat. All right, let me get some water. Hang on. Luthien, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Luthien wants to know, is love going to be on my way anytime soon? All right, apartment number one looks bad. Let's admit it now. Apartment number one just looks bad. The world being reversed is just not a good look. It's not a good look. I mean, we're sort of, let's go ahead and admit now that being reversed is not a good look at all. I mean, sort of ditto with, I mean, you'll see that this is right side up. It is looking good for that. I think that apartment number one is almost available a little bit. I think you get some communication about that. But I mean, we almost have good news on both sides. I think apartment one is like you almost get it. It's handed to you almost. Wait, people, what is that? Okay. So it's almost handed to you. You have these opportunities. You have things sort of happening within this realm, right? So apartment number one does seem like it's offered. Apartment number, and we have that because of the communication. We have that because of the ace, obviously, right? All right. So apartment number two just looks better. It smells better. If we have the smell test, apartment number two is going to win. Number one, the good look. I'm talking, you know, suit and tie, beautiful look for this particular individual is the Ace of Wands. It really points to not only a big opportunity, not only a fiery opportunity, but something that you need to take action on, something that you are emotionally attached to, something that you're really going to enjoy. Apartment number 2, I think you're really going to like it. And of course we have the motion towards that apartment. I think it's going to be apartment number 2 wins. Apartment number 1, yeah, that is looking good though. That is looking good. I would say it's close. I would say, another reader may have chose apartment number 1, but I'm just going to tell you now, apartment number 2 just looks better. It smells better. I think you're going to have a good time. Just pray when you get the apartment that you don't have a kid underneath you banging the walls until 3 a.m. like I did all night. The kid did that all night. Okay. All right. How's the rest of the week? I'm afraid. Oh God, Raina, the rest of the week. Let's check that out. All right. Rest of the week. I hope it gets better. I hope it is good. Hope all the headaches go away. I hope the good news comes about. Raina, thank you for reading my book, by the way. I posted my book on Patreon. By the way, if you're on my Patreon, I'm posting weekly updates on my book, so you can read it live as I write it. So there you go. Smell tests are a must in all things. D, you are correct, especially in Texas. You got to get your nose in it. You got to get your nose in that apartment and get a good whiff. When I was house hunting, I went into this one house and it smelled like just nothing but bleach. And I got out of there so quick. I got out of there almost immediately. I was like, all right, I'm writing this place off. I'm not even looking anymore. They're hiding something. I got to get out of here. Okay. The rest of the week, the night of... Get out of here, fly. Come on. Seriously? Okay, the Knight of Swords says the week is going to be a little bit slower. I think it's going to slow down. I think you're not going to have as much activity as you're accustomed to. The Knight of Swords says almost a bit of freedom, right? You got a little bit of freedom to do what you want to do. Got a little bit of activity going. The Knight of Swords reverse says that we're not really in a state where we need to be moving quickly. We're not in that. I think it's going to be a bit more relaxed. The Eight of Cups as well says that something or an emotional attachment that you thought you're going to have to bail on ends up working out pretty good. It ends up working out. The Eight of Cups, the normally abandon an emotional situation. I don't think we have to abandon it anymore. I think that it's going to go good, and I think the Eight of Cups says that you're going to be able to recover this. It's not going to be something that you need to sort of bail out on, right? All right, the Empress, though, says that, it's sort of an uncomfortable week. So it's uncomfortable. I think you have some interactions that are uncomfortable. I think there's some things happening that are making you uncomfortable. Just overall, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it should. And I think that sort of comes back and sort of sort of gets in the way for sort of finishing the week. And the Ten of Wands sort of indicates that, like you're getting communication that you don't need to be getting, and people are giving communication that is going to be something that's going to be, maybe a bit negative, or they're going to try to drag you into drama. And the Ten of Wands points to that drama, points to being dragged into something I really don't want to be in. So you definitely want to sort of escape that if you can, and don't get involved with all of that. As far as drama goes, stay away as much as you can. We can't always, but stay away as much as we can. So, all right, love 80s. Will the world ever calm down? I can tell you no. All right, love 80. Will the world calm down? Will everybody calm down? Can't everybody just get along? Can't everybody just get along? Let's find out. Let's use just for the entertainment value. Let's use the Bohemian Gothic Tarot for this. It is perfect. It is perfect. All right. My friend just texted me and said that people are loading up in the store again because apparently Texas may be locking down again. So everybody's loading up at the store. So I may have to go there tomorrow and maybe pick up some extra fruit so that I have some for the next phase of the zombie apocalypse, I guess. All right. Yeah, stay away from drama. You don't need drama. Nobody has time for drama. Nobody has time for drama. All right, will the world ever get along? The Eight of Wands says the world is always in motion. It's always in motion. There's never really a time to where the world stops turning or people are just content and happy. They always want something else. The Seven of Cups, all of these choices, and the Eight of Wands, we're chasing all of those choices. There's always, the grass is greener on the other side, and we always want it. So we're always going to be in motion trying to get that. Doesn't matter what it is. So the politicians over here are going to try to be doing this. The politicians over there are trying to be doing that. Everybody is in motion. Everybody feels like they need to make a difference, and they need to apply whatever they think is going to be the next big thing or the next thing that benefits them, right? So everybody's out for themselves. Part of what you have here is just a lot of people out for themselves. The Ten of Swords says, I mean, it's always going to happen. It's never really going to be a vacation day from the world. The world is always going to be excited. The world is always going to be moving and getting stuff done. The Queen of Cups says you need to find your emotional stability within the chaos. So don't look at stop watching the news. The news is going to make you all paranoid, riled up, and upset about literally everything. So you gotta relax. The Queen of Cups says find your emotional space, find your emotional happiness within all the hectic, within all the chaos, and don't let the news drag you into drama, because they will every day, all day. We can plug in my Google Assistant and ask it the news, and it's going to be COVID. Every time it's going to be, so we'll plug it in and we'll ask it what the news is. And I'll let you hear live that it's nothing but COVID. I mean, we'll do this every day if you want. Anyway, so yeah, find your place. Find your hobbies, find your goals, find your aspirations, find your happiness, and don't let other people, especially the internet, determine your happiness and remote control you. You need to be in charge of you. And so yeah, there we go. All right, see, Google booted up. I unplugged it because there's always bad news. Okay, will A and I be hanging out by mid-August? Let's check that out. Hey, Google, tell me the news.
Here's your news update this evening. By the way, you can always ask me for the latest information on a topic in the news. First up, here are today's top headlines. This is ABC News.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Weekend protests across Atlanta.
Hey Google, cancel. All right. See, you can't listen to the news. You gotta do your own thing. All right. Well, A and I thought that was going to be funny, and then it took like a year for it to boot up, and it took another 3 years for it to get the news queued up. So, yeah, let's abandon that. That's not very funny. Okay. Will A and you be hanging out by mid-August? I mean, that's pretty. I mean, we got the chariot. We're headed that way. Page of Cups says we're not really an introvert anymore. We're getting out. We are not really, we're not too enthralled in this in many ways, but I think we're willing to do it. The Ten of Coins, though, says, hanging out may be a bit of a limited thing. I mean, message deleted by the Google moderator team. What? We have a Google moderator team in the channel. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the Ten of Wands says that the hangout portion, hanging out within that is sort of odd. It's sort of something that is in between you and that hangout possibility, or something that is a bit, I mean, not really a barrier, not really something that is stopping you from hanging out, but it's like that we've had trouble in the past, or we've had some issues in the past. I mean, something's sort of going on here. I mean, we sort of have a cloud maybe over us. Something is happening, something is going on with that. But the Chariot is good news. The Chariot talks about motion. It talks about getting things in motion and moving along in whatever you are sort of want to get done, right? So the Chariot does point to the possibility of hanging out by mid-August. We do have some movement towards that. I think that's going to be promising. The Page of Cups. Now, if you've watched my video on the cups and the pages, pages talk about messages. Pages talk about sort of a newness, or a bit of a not exactly seasoned interaction and all of that other stuff. So the Page is also an introvert. We remember that from the course. The Page of Cups is a bit of an introvert. So we are getting out and moving towards hanging out. So I think that is a possibility. But hanging out, again, we have some history. We have something happening before, and it's affecting the hanging out process. And the Ten of Coins, which should have been right side up. We really want that to be right side up, because that points such a positive outlook and such a good thing here. But the Ten of Cups being reversed there says, we are going to hang out. We are going to talk, but it's going to be different. It's really going to be a bit different. So it's going to be a bit different, and there we go. So there we go. All right. Of course, you don't have to wait. What? I have no idea. What's going on in chat? What is going on in chat? Apparently, we have somebody from Google literally in chat. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if they're watching Archie, or I'm not sure if they're watching us. But either way, I mean, that's pretty interesting. Jay, what is going on? How are you doing? Well, welcome, Google. It's good to see you. Google, by the way, if you're in chat, I was just complimenting your text-to-speech, or speech-to-text on the Google phone is amazing. It is amazing. I'm writing a book. I'm literally just telling it to my phone, and it's putting it into Google Documents. Stunning. I mean, there's like 2 words out of 30 pages were wrong, and that's it. And that is it. No, that is not the name of the Streamlabs bot. No, Streamlabs bot is an actual bot that is in the channel, but that is an actual account that they have, and it does not look like that. All right. Love reading. What is going on? I mean, I'm just saying, the Google speech to text, if you're writing a book, this opens up the door. This opens up the door. If you have arthritis, if your hands hurt from arthritis or something like that, you literally write a whole book with just your phone. So I'm just saying. Yeah, do we want to give Google a reading? What do you think? What do you think? Vote in chat. Do you want to give Google a reading, since the Google people are here? What do you think? All right. Anyway, while we wait for that vote, let's get Luthien a love reading. Luthien, you need a whole lot of love is what you need. All right. Let's get you something that's going to be good. Get you some good news. Dark Mansion Tarot is perfect for this. I think that's going to get us where we want to go. Okay, so we need a reading while the Google mod is in chat. Okay, all right. Well, Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Google in the metaphysics. I mean, you never know. Never know. Maybe they just wanted a reading, and they came in, but I don't know. Okay, let's find out. I mean, Luthien needs some love. Luthien's been waiting. We need to get Luthien some good news here. Get us some love, exciting action coming in. All right. We have Alexa in chat. Okay, Alexa. We have Alexa and Google in chat. How funny is that? Okay, Sally, give Google a reading. There you go, Sally. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you know, if they're here, might as well give them a reading and see how their June or no, their August forecast is going to go June. You can tell I'm delayed. You can tell I'm delayed today. Luthien, let's get you something good. The Ten of Pentacles, Luthien, that is looking good. That is looking good. I think that you have. Yes, YouTube is owned by Google. Okay. So, all right. So the Ten of Pentacles is looking good. That sort of indicates that we're getting into a relationship. We're getting into something that's going to be positive. The Ten of Pentacles is also the sort of the finale card where I have everything that I need. I have the love relationship. I have for the Google Sunflower Tarot. Thank you, Rain. I appreciate that. All right. But yeah, we have everything that we need. And I think you're moving into that space to where you're going to have everything that you need. I think you have an opportunity to get what you need from this particular thing, right? The Page of Cups points to your future relationship. Your future relationship coming, I think, is a water sign. And I think that they are a bit of an introvert. They don't really get out like a ton. Kiki, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Kiki, we'll get your reading in here in just 1 second. But yeah, it is a water sign. I think it is almost like a long distance relationship. You end up just running into this person. And I mean, it's sort of this back and forth flirting where you have something happening and it's sort of interesting. And you find this person a bit, enthralling. I think that they're interesting enough to keep talking to. They're a bit different enough to where you're sort of want to move past the formalities of, being online and whatnot and move into something that may be a long distance relationship. Page of Cups, again, talks about introvert. Going to be kind of an awkward situation. Being a water sign with an introvert means their feelings could be hurt easily. They could have, wear their feelings on their sleeve, wear their emotions on their sleeve and whatnot. But I think overall it's going to be something cute and fun and all that. But it is going to be something that you can really get into. I mean, you can really get excited about, in the long term, once you get sort of past that awkward long distance thing, right? The Nine of Swords as well. I think you've actually dreamed about this person. I think that you have had some sort of a forecast dream to where all of a sudden you just seem to feel that something's coming, somebody's coming, and in your dreams, I think you have met them before, which is sort of interesting. The Nine of Swords reverse points to sort of that. Yeah, use the Thoth for Google. Yeah, that'll get me banned for sure. That's great. But yeah, the Six of Wands says ultimately it doesn't work out. I think it is a pretty good medium relationship, which is great, right? We're talking like months, years type thing where you get into that. I think the distance actually kills it. I don't think the person is willing to move, but I think the relationship actually works out quite well for you. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, Luthien, you need some love. I hope you get all the love that you need and get some of that good news going. Get some of that good news and see how that goes. Axel, what was your question? Axel, you had a question, and Nomad Trees had a question as well. Axel, can you repeat your question in chat, and we will get that going? We will get that going. And in the meantime, Nomad Trees wants to know, let's see. What did Nomad Trees want to know? Nomad Trees, you weren't deleted, were you? Where are you? Okay, Nomad Trees says, I donated. And Nomad Trees, messaging people that know me. Okay, here we go. All right, I found it. Nomad Trees. We're covered. All right, waiting for Axel's question, then we will do that. All right, so NT wants to know, what do people... Need to backspace. What do people think about the obsessive person that's been messaging me? The people that I know. Okay. What do people think about the drama starter? Ugh. I mean, we could use the This Might Hurt Tarot. This Might Hurt Tarot is going to be key here. It is going to be key here. Prashi wants to know the channel rules. Prashi, I'm glad that you're here. Prashi, there is no list. There is no list. Donations take priority, obviously, because if you donated and I ignored you, you're going to be mad. So donations got to take priority. And then I pick at random. But it is Donation Central tonight, so it is going to be all donations. But, Prashi, I'm here every single night. Every single night I'm here. So come on back if you don't get your question answered tonight. We have many, many nights where we have, very few donations or stuff like that. We can get your question in. We can sneak a random question in here and there. So there we go. What does my part? Axel wants to know, what does my part? The part in your hair? Or what kind of thing is going on with that? All right. So let's turn off that screen with no list. Okay, let's turn off. This might hurt tarot. And we're good. We're back. Here we go. Okay. What do people think about the gossip starter, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords? I don't think they like them. I mean, I don't think they like them at all. Curly Sue, thank you for your donations. Keith still wants me after this Saturday. Does Keith want a relationship with me? Okay, let's check it out. CM, the queue is packed. We have quite a bit of action going on there. Okay, we did Luthians. Now we're on Axel, Sunflower, Kiki, and somebody else. And then we got Curly Sue's got a couple of donations sneaking in there as well. So I don't think they like this person. I don't think that this is going to be a big starter to where everybody is convinced that they absolutely love this person or everybody believes all their BS. I just don't see it happening, right? The Two of Pentacles, I think people are making a decision about this. And I think that's being caused by the individual indeed does have some problems. I think they do have some problems. And Tickle, welcome. What's going on? All right. So they do have some problems. I think people recognize that. It could be either emotional. It could be that they just love drama and they're just trying constantly to start drama. Seven of Swords indicates they can't wait to get away from them, right? That's one thing. When people are starting drama, people are giving a bunch of drama stuff, then it hurts. It hurts because you're next. The minute you leave the room, they're going to gossip about you. People are pretty smart and they know that that's sort of what's going to happen, right? The Fool, they're not falling for it. They're not really going to follow this person and agree with them and go, yeah, that person's terrible, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. People aren't that dumb. So again, I think that you're looking good for that. I don't think people are taking them that seriously, and it's pretty obvious they have a problem. Not only that, but they gossip so much, most likely that people think, when you gossip all the time, people instinctively know that when they leave the room, they're going to be the next victim of the gossip. The minute they're gone, all right. So let's find out for Kevin there. Kiki Squad wants to know about that stuff. See what's going on. All right. KM, General Love, and then we'll find out, what's going on with Keith. Find out what's going on with Keith. It sounds like that we talked to Keith and interested to getting on with Keith and see how that goes. Let's check that out. In the meantime. Before that, though, let's hop into the, where's it at? I lost my button. There we go. Let's hop into the Shadowland Tarot. Shadowland Tarot is where it's at. I didn't think I would like this. I was looking at it online, and I'm thinking, am I really going to read with this or not? I'll force myself to, and at the end of the day, I love it. I love this. Tickle, yes, it is indeed a lot. Tickle, this, by the way, if you're new to the channel and you're wondering what this is my Tarot Tower. It fits 50 decks, and here's another view of it. It fits 50 decks. It only costs $20. You build it with foam board you can get at the hobby store or Target, right? Walmart, whatever. And it only takes a couple hours to build, and it's rock solid sturdy. You can shake it, you can move it around. It holds 50 decks. I'll teach you how to build it. There's a video on my channel. All right. So, yeah, the Google moderator that's in the channel, The Google moderator that's in the channel, you can build your own for only $20. I mean, I'm just saying, just go get the foam board. I got a video on that. Search my channel, you'll get it hooked up. All right. I'm barely learning. Alexa, I have no idea what that means. Let's find out a general love reading, though, for Kevin, see what's going on. I mean, the Four of Cups says you're not really getting what you need in love. I think that either you're getting rejected, you're getting some weird situations, you're getting people that you don't really want that are interested in you. I don't really think it's sort of jiving with where you need to be. With where you need to be, it's not really there. Curly Sue, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. We got the Curly Sue triple shot coming here. But yeah, the Four of Cups, you're just getting offered things that you don't want. You don't want. So the Ace of Pentacles says overall it's going to sort of be delayed as far as getting a love reading, or sort of getting some love, getting some connections and things like that is a bit delayed. Most likely because of, sort of the pandemic situation or other situations that are coming up in your life. And we just have this Ace of Pentacles means it's just a non-starter, or things are having problems getting started, and you're getting sort of, being dissuaded from pursuing a lot of this as well, right? The Ten of Pentacles, again, points to a delay in getting what you need and what you want. But again, if you're just patient, if we can just sort of use this downtime, maybe the lockdowns and whatever are affecting us and some other things are happening. But overall, the Ten of Pentacles sort of says, it's time to focus on ourselves. Maybe it's time to improve ourselves, get into a hobby, get into something else, and, sort of just take maybe a little break while all the action is sort of pulling us inside. Discretion says that eventually it will clear up. It will be more of a wide open area where you can wander in, where you can get out, and where you can do things like that. I think that's going to be a lot better for your situation. But yeah, for now, we're just sort of stunted a bit. I mean, everything going on is sort of pulling us back inside, and it's hard to get serious with dating. I mean, I'm just saying, you could go dating with a full hazmat suit. I think that's a possibility, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the dating rules are anymore. I'm not going to speculate. All right. We have a Google mod in channel for some reason. So yeah, we're not going to speculate. Let's not speculate about the full hazmat suit theory that I have. Okay. So find out if Kay wants a relationship, wants me after Saturday. All right, yeah, we can sort of combine these two. See if they want us after Saturday. I did put a Y on the end of that, but this program ate it. There we go. See if they want a relationship with me. If they want us after Saturday, how's that looking? We can hop to the love screen. I mean, everybody wants the love screen. The love screen is in demand. I'm telling you, the love screen is in demand, and there's no camera on the love screen. How fascinating is that? Well, there we go. Now there's a camera on the love screen. There you go. All right, let's see. Ooh, some of the hazmat suits have fans that keep you cool. Ooh, that's nice. That's what you need. That's what you need, especially in 100-degree weather here in Texas. If you're going to get a hazmat suit, you want one that keeps you cool. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be where it's at right there. That is going to be where it's at. I still say that Victoria's Secret needs to have runway models with hazmat suits. $1 million idea. If you make $1 million on that, I want to cut. All right. So let's find out let's see if they want us in a relationship or what exactly is happening here. The Six of Cups says yes. The Six of Cups says yes. I think it's going to be a bit of a different relationship than what you're expecting, right? The Hanged Monster says that maybe their perspective of a relationship, maybe what they want, maybe the ultimate goals of where you're sort of headed could be a bit different. The Hanged Monster points to a bit of a difference between, where we're headed, right? Maybe you want a long-term relationship. Maybe they want friends with benefits. Maybe they want something like that as well. And the King of Cups says that they're really relaxed about it. The King of Cups, if you watch my videos, it talks about sort of the Gandhi feel, right? The King of Cups has a bit of the Gandhi feel to where they just like, yeah, whatever, whatever, we'll just roll with whatever it is. By the way, this is the Mons Tarot version 2. So yeah, the King of Cups points to that relaxed feel. Let's roll with it. Let's relax. Let's not get too serious too quick. Let's just do what we do type of thing. Very relaxed, very laid back. And the King of Swords as well sort of says that they're not going to be laid back for very long. I think that they do come out with, if you corner them in a relationship action, I think they're going to come out with what they really want. I think they're going to be communicative with that, and they're going to let you know exactly what the score is for just getting what you want out of that particular relationship. All right, let's hop to part 2, which is going to be the Dreaming Way Tarot, one of my favorites. Chaos in the Calmness. Tiffany, you have calmness versus chaos. I mean, that is two extremes there. Yeah, Archie, that Google mod just slapped you. I don't know what happened there. All right, stay on the love screen here. See if they still want me after Saturday. Something happened Saturday, and now we need to see if it's going to be good, if they still want me. From the previous reading, I think so. But again, they may want something that's going to be a bit different. And I mean, we sort of see this here. I think that you're looking farther out than they are. I think you have goals that they may not have. You're looking farther out, right? The Two of Wands points to reaching out or reaching into the next phase, trying to figure out what's going to be long term. I don't think they're seeing that. I think that they're more short term, thinking a bit short term right here, right? Again, they may have some issues in the past that are preventing this. Maybe they're not as open as you would like them to be, but that sort of points to sort of abandoning a previous relationship or whatnot. It did not quite work out. We abandoned it, and now we're sort of reevaluating how we're going to treat relationships in general. So again, we have that disconnect. I think that you're reaching farther out. You're looking farther out than they are. Again, they seem really laid back with it. They seem like they're just going to take it as it comes, no pun intended. And I mean, there you go. There you go. All right, let's hop to the job screen. The job screen. We need to find out about Curly Sue's job, and then we are going to leave. I mean, we're actually going to, go ahead and just leave here. Let's see, we get the ending soon screen. There we go. Ending soon, last reading. We're on the job screen. Let's check out the Curly Sue's last question here about job. Okay. Curly Sue wants to know about job. From now and a month, how is my job going to be happening there? Yeah, Archie, man, you got deleted. Archie, they knocked you back into the Stone Age. All right, let's find out about this. I think we can use the Bonefire. The Bonefire is such a great tarot. We can use that. No, there's no Google mod. Let's get out here and like review the stream and find out what in the world happened. Does anybody remember what Archie asked that the Google mod deleted? Does anybody know? Like Archie asked something and the Google mod just deleted them. All right, let's check it out. Find out how the job is going. A little job forecast reading. As always, it's entertainment purposes only. Never make love or job decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on YouTube. Just don't do it. Archie, you need to watch the video, my friend. Watch the live chat, and you will quickly see what happened. I need to do Axel. Yes, what is your question? I saw your extra. Let me know what your question is, Axel. I asked you before, but maybe you were busy or maybe you replied and I didn't see it because chat is rocking tonight because of the Google mod thing. Archie, let me know what your question is. We will jump in and get that done there. All right, so let's see about the work looks challenging. I'm not going to lie. Work looks challenging. The Five of Coins is not the best look once we sort of leap into the arena of jobs. It is sort of challenging. I think you're either burned out, you're not getting the position that you need, you're not getting the kind of work that really sort of satisfies you. Axel, you may have, but chat is the Google mod thing has caused chat to scroll incredibly fast. So Axel, can you retype it? Just let me know what it is. Axel, we'll get you knocked out. But yeah, we have challenging. You're not getting the respect. You're not getting things that you need at work and all of that. Well, I meet my soul tribe. All right, let's check it out. Archie, we'll check out your soul tribe in just a second here. Okay. Based on tarot. There you go. The Hanged Man and then the Ace of Wands. Araceli, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So the Ace of Wands says that, you do have other opportunities, though. I think as things progress, you have an opportunity at work that you can sort of get on. That's our future. At least from jail. Okay. Axel has a jail question. Let's find out about that. And let's word wrap it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so, I think that you have another opportunity that's sort of opening up at work. Not immediately. I think it may be a bit delayed, but I do think that you have an opportunity that you can get at work. The Ace of Wands points to that opportunity. The King of Wands says it's almost like you're the first one there. Or you're the first one there, you're the only one there, you have the opportunity almost to yourself. The King of Coins says that you do get it. I think the opportunity does allow you to get more money. It has more opportunities. I think it's going to be something a little bit better at work. So within a month, start looking around and keep your ears open and see if there's any chat going on about opportunities and see if we can sort of move into that, because you do have something there. But the Five of Coins does say, it sort of recognizes you are getting a bit burned out. Things may not be as good as you'd like it to be at work and things like that. So there is that. All right. Knocked on my door. You may have. Yeah, it's all good. All right. But let's check that out. So, Axel, how does my boyfriend feel about me? Is there a future? He gets released from jail in 2 weeks. Have felt awkward on the phone. All right, let's check it out. Got a boyfriend in jail, and we need to find out how that goes. All right, well, let's go back to the regular screen. Go back to the regular screen and hop over to the tower. And a good jail deck is the Ciro Marchetti deck. I'm just saying, if you had one deck to use for jail, this would be it. This would be it. There we go. All right, let's check that out and see what that. How does her boyfriend feel about me? They're in jail. They're getting out in 2 weeks. We're going to have a post-jail reunion. See how that goes. And they've been awkward on the phone. Yeah, the Page of Cups. I think they're sort of nervous to move into this other realm. They're sort of nervous to get back on there, right? The Page of Cups, they've changed a lot. Obviously, jail has changed them. A bit, changed them a bit. They're a bit different than what they used to be. Their attitude is different. Their behavior is going to be a bit different and whatnot. The Two of Pentacles, you do have other choices if you sort of want to pursue that and whatnot. But the Two of Pentacles says you're definitely forced into the realm of needing to make some choices on this. You need to make some decisions. I think that your post-jail reunions can be good. Well, there you go. Two of Pentacles says you definitely need to make some decisions in regard to this. Ten of Pentacles says it's going to be quite challenging. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. There's going to be some things happen that are going to be pretty obvious to where it'll make you get those decisions made. And, the Hierophant. It is going to be awkward. It's going to be too serious. It's going to be very weighty, right? To where you have this cloud hovering over the entire thing, and now all of a sudden you're going to have to make these awkward decisions and all of that other stuff. So, yeah, it is going to be awkward. It is going to be tough. I think eventually you're going to have to make a move and figure out how you really want to go what are her true intentions? Okay, what are her true intentions? Are they messing around with my son's father? Oh my, he be cheating? All right, let's see. ALM, this will be the last reading for tonight. And we'll say goodbye to all of you in the Google mod that has been hanging out the entire stream, I think. So there you go. There you go. Let's see. For the final round, let's use the slow. Here we go. A lot of quarantine. Jail deck, yeah? That post-jail reunion. Yeah. Never know what's going to happen with that. Could be pretty exciting. Okay, let's see. What are her true intentions of messing around with my son's father? Oh, all right. So are they cheating? We got a cheating. In fact, by the way, I have an entire chapter of my book dedicated to cheating. So if you want to get my book when it comes out in September, I got a full chapter dedicated to reading with tarot when about cheating. So there you go. What are the true intentions? The Chariot says that, well, they're not willing to put in much effort, but they want a lot in return. They want a lot in return, but they want to put in zero effort. So it's almost like, not really that they're lazy, but they've just made a determination that they really don't need to put in that much effort. The Chariot says they're not getting that motion, they're not putting in that effort, they're not getting that overtime in there, right? So you're in a situation where you want a ton of reward, but you don't want to put any work into it. The world says, I have high expectations about this thing. I really want it to go well. I expect nothing but the best. Roll out the red carpet for me. Roll out the red carpet for me, because this is where I want to be. The Knight of Coins and then the Eight of Wands. I mean, it's almost like it's difficult to get rid of this person. It's where that you just get fed up. You get to a point where you're not willing to work with them anymore. You're sort of in a mode where you're just like, nah, I don't know about this, and then the Knight of Coins reversed, and then the Eight of Wands reversed. It's almost like they won't go away. So again, a lot of expectations, not really to put forth a lot of sharing, a lot of giving, and all this other stuff. I think you get burned out, and we end up in a situation where we're trying to get out of the situation, but it's difficult to get out of. I mean, I think that they don't really want to go. They don't really want to be in. They want to be in the situation. They want their freebies. I mean, that's sort of what I see. But there you go. There you go. Renee, welcome. Renee, you missed the Google moderator that was in the channel deleting posts. Renee, you missed it. All right. Okay, I will be back tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully the Google moderator didn't see anything bad or anything. I think we're clean. I think we did good. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. So if I am back tomorrow, I will see you then.